Hey, Packers fans. If there's one thing we know, it's that the offseason is never a time to relax for a team that wants to be a champion. The Green Bay Packers finished last season showing potential, but there are still important adjustments to be made. And that's exactly what we're going to discuss today. Before anything else, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, because here we cover everything about the Packers firsthand. Now, let's talk about what really matters. What do the Packers need to do to take the next step? The big decision that could define the team's entire offseason revolves around Jaire Alexander. The cornerback is one of the best in the league when healthy, but he has been dealing with injuries and a hefty contract. This puts Green Bay at a crossroads. Keep Jaire and try to restructure his contract, or look for a trade and reshape the secondary. The truth is that the trend points toward Alexander leaving. If he is traded, the Packers could get a good draft compensation, which would be crucial for reinforcing other positions. But there's a risk. If he is released, it's almost certain that a rival in the NFC North will pick him up in minutes. So, is it worth strengthening a direct competitor? The problem is that finding a team willing to pay for Jaire may not be so simple. His injury history and high salary make negotiations difficult. And in the worst-case scenario, Green Bay may have to release him without getting anything in return. The good news is that, unlike previous years, the Packers have more financial flexibility to handle this situation without rushing, giving Gutekunst and his team time to find the best solution. But the Packers' offseason isn't just about Jaire Alexander. The team has other needs and interesting options in the market. One name that makes sense is Drew Dalman, who would improve the offensive line, especially in the running game. The center already has experience in a similar system and could be an important piece in elevating the level of the offense. According to projections, he should sign an affordable contract, making the deal even more viable. Another possibility would be adding a more experienced wide receiver to the receiving group. Davante Adams will always be a name remembered by fans, but his age is starting to show. Instead, a more realistic target could be DJ Chark, or even a return of Marquez Valdes-Scantling, players who could add depth while Christian Watson deals with his physical issues. And speaking of defense, Myles Garrett would be a dream for any team, but we know the Packers don't usually make moves of that magnitude in free agency. What they can do is invest in mid-market players who fit well in a Matt LaFleur and Jeff Hafley system, something the Philadelphia Eagles have done very well with Zach Bond. Finally, the draft will always be the primary source of young and affordable talent. If the Packers can balance a solid rookie class with strategic signings, they can stay competitive and perhaps fight even harder next season. But now I want to hear from you. What should the Packers do with Jaire Alexander? Trade him, try to keep him, or simply free up salary cap space? And which positions do you think should be prioritized in free agency and the draft? Drop your comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Packers content. See you in the next video.